Okay, so before I solve this problem on letter C, what I want to do is I'm going to come up with my common denominators, because I basically have 5/12 minus something plus 5/4 is going to give me 2/3. So what I want to do is I want to create that common denominator. So I know my common denominator is going to be 12, so I'm just going to convert this real quick. And so now I'm going to have 5/12 minus something, and I have to add 15/12 to it, and it needs to equal 8/12. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now to be able to kind of solve this is I'm going to take this fraction and this fraction, add it together. So I have 20/12, and I need to subtract a fraction so that I can get 8/12. Well, if you think about it in your head, guys, what can I take away from 20? Oops, sorry. What can I take away from 20 to get to 8? Okay, or what I could do right now is actually, let's just do this instead, because you might be able to see this a little bit better, because I don't want you guys to have to convert this necessarily, or you can, because if you think about it, 20 minus what gives me 8? Well, it's going to be 12/12. And what does 12/12 equal? 1. Okay, let's go over here. What I need to do, common denominator is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn this into a 12, turn this into a 12. So now I'm going to have something minus 30 minus 3/12 equals 21 and 8/12. Okay, so what I'm going to actually do right now is I am actually going to move all of this over, and I'm going to add 30 to this side. So I'm going to get something minus 3/12 equals 51 and 8/12. And the reason is I'm just moving everything over to this other side. I'm going to add 3/12, and I'm going to add 3/12. So I'm going to get 51, and 8 plus 3 is 11/12. Oh, I forgot 7 1/4, so that should be 7 right there. So I also needed to add 7. I'm sorry, 7. Where's my 3/12 plus 7? So 51 plus 7 is going to give me 58 and 11/12. And guys, the reason that we did this is we just had to cancel everything out and just kind of move it to that other side of that problem. Okay, it'll make sense, I promise you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I want to come up with common denominators here. It's going to be 35, so I'm going to multiply this by 7 and this by 5. And this 24/5, what you could do if you want to make it easier on yourself, and I probably would, so I don't have to do that math, is I'm going to convert this into a mixed number first. All right, so 5 goes into 24 4 times minus 20. It's 4/5. So I've got 4 and 4/5, and I'm going to multiply it by 7. And I'm going to add 40 35ths. So I'm going to get 4 and 28 35ths plus, and I'm actually going to go ahead and convert that to 40 divided by 35 goes in one time, minus 35 is 5/35, and I'm going to add, let's see here, 28 plus 1 and 5/35 equals 4 plus 1 is 5. 28, 33 35ths. So these two together make 5 and 33 35ths. So I need to figure out what am I going to add, because I want to get a total of 9. So first of all, I want to make this into a whole. So I would need to add 2 35ths to that. That would equal 6. Okay, and I've got to get to 9. So it's going to be 3 and 2 35ths is what I'm going to need to be able to get to that 9. Now, what you could do is you could have subtracted this from 9 and did 9 minus 5 and 33 35ths, converted this to 8 and 35 35ths, and then you could have subtracted that to get that 3 and 2 35ths, okay? Over here, what I would do is I would go ahead and convert this 11 and 1/10 plus 3 and 1/10 minus something is going to give me 99/10. Okay. If you honestly wanted to keep it and move it into decimal form, go ahead, move it into decimal form. It is completely up to you. I just wanted to put it into that fraction form. So I can subtract this. First of all, I'm going to actually convert this into that mixed number. So 99 divided by 10 goes in, 10 goes into 99 9 times, minus 90 equals 9/10. Okay, so I'm going to add these together. So I'm going to get 11 plus 3 is 14 and 2/10 minus something is going to give me 10 and 9/10. Okay, so what I can do is I can do one of two things. Is I can go ahead and move this over to be able to figure out what that is, or what I can do is convert this into and actually just subtract that right there. Oh, why did I put 10 and 9/10? That should be 9 and 9/10, guys. Okay, and so all I need to do is I just need to subtract these two to figure out what that missing number is going to be right there. So I'm going to do 14 and 2/10, and I'm going to subtract 9 and 9/10. Well, I can't do 2 minus 9, so I'm going to move this into a 13, and then remember it's going to be 13 10/10. So I'm going to have 13 and 12/10 minus 9 and 9/10. And that's going to equal 13 minus 9 is 4, and 12 minus 9 is 3/10. Okay, it is a lot of work, guys, but it is something pretty simple. Again, on letter F, if you wanted to put it in a decimal, you could. If you wanted to put it in a fraction, you could. It is completely up to you. On this word problem, just kind of bear with me. We've got this word problem and one more. It says that D'Angelo needs 100 pounds of garden soil to landscape a building. In the company's storage area, he finds 2 cases that hold 24 and 3/4 of a pound of garden in each soil. So he finds 2 cases. So I'm going to add both of these up, 24 and 3/4. And then it says he finds a third that holds a 19 and 3/8. And it says how much gardening soil will Angelo still need in order to do the job. So what I want to do is I want to add up. Sorry, guys. I don't know how. Oh, I could probably move this up just a little bit so you can see the whole entire page. Okay. I'm going to add these 3 all together. And then what I need to do is I need to figure out how much more would I need to get to that 100. So when I'm looking at this 24 and 3/4, 24 and 3/4, and 19 and 3/8, I know that 8 is going to be that common denominator. And actually, what I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm actually going to add these like terms first so I don't have to do 2 conversions. So I am going to get 48 because 24 plus 24 is 48. Then 3 plus 3 is 6/4. And I'm going to add 19 and 3/8. Okay. I'm going to multiply this by 2 because I want to get 8 as my common denominator. So I have 48 and 6 times 2 is 12/8 plus 19 and 3/8. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add this up. So 48 plus 19 is 7, carry the 1, 4, 5, 67. And then 12 plus 3 is 15/8. Okay, what I want to do is I want to convert that so that it is in the simplest form. So 15 divided by 8 is going to be 8, goes into 15 one time, minus 8, 7. 1 and 7/8. So I want to add this 1 and 7/8 to that 67. So he ended up finding 68 and 7/8 pounds of soil. So he actually needs 100. So I'm going to take 100 and subtract 68 and 7/8. Okay, and right now I can't do this because I need to have a fraction with this. So I am actually going to borrow, and I'm going to turn this 100 into a 99, and that one that I pulled out from it, sorry guys, that one that I pulled out from it, I'm going to turn it into 8/8 because I want to have 99 and then I want to have 1. And the reason why I did want 8/8 is because 8 is that common denominator, and so I just could do that and make that as one whole, any numerator and denominator as long as they're the same, to make it 1, but to make it so that I can subtract. So now I'm going to do 99 minus 68. 1, 9 minus 6, 31. Okay. And then I can go ahead and subtract 8 minus 7 is 1/8 pound of soil is what he needs. Okay. A lot of work, but it's actually pretty simple when I add this together and then subtract it from what he needs.